Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Chalk with Dion. I am Dion Jewel and I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. I am showing you a transfer for Watts of Love tonight. So let me just share this over to my VIP group. Trying to find it real quick because I'm not seeing it yet. Sometimes it takes Facebook a little bit of time to get the live. And then once they get it, then I can share it. So I'm sharing it over to my VIP group. If you are not in my VIP group and would like to be, please type VIP in the comments. I'd love to have you. I share with you guys any kind of restock updates. They happen pretty much on Thursdays. Everything is in Mountain Time, but I do list out the time zones in my posts so that you know wherever you are in the country or Canada, you're covered. So if you're watching this live, you'll see a red live button right above my head. And if you're watching the replay, you won't see that. So if you are coming in live, please say hello. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're catching the replay, great. Type in hashtag replay so I know you were here and I could say hello. So thank you for joining me, and we're going to talk about Watts of Love. Watts of Love, and I had this whole thing I forgot to grab it, but Watts of Love is the charity that Chalk Couture works with and sponsors. I think every company picks some type of charitable organization, and Watts of Love was the company that Chalk Couture chose. And what we do is we bring light, and it's solar lights, to countries. I don't know where it went. Sorry, I had this whole thing that was better explained it. I don't know what I did with it. But in any event, they bring solar lights to areas of the world who are less fortunate and do not have any power. And right now we're going to Malawi, Africa. We have a team of our top designers and some of our, I think it's like one of the, I can't remember her title, but Sarah Newbold. She's a co-founder of Chalk Couture, I believe. And they're heading out to Malawi today. They're on an airplane somewhere flying over the Pacific over to Africa. And it's like a 15-hour flight or something like that. But we also create a transfer just for Watts of Love, and every purchase of a Watts of Love transfer donates $2 to this foundation. And you can check out my website does have information about Watts of Love as well, and it of course explains it in better detail than I can. But we're going to do this transfer tonight. It's called New Doors, and this is under the Watts of Love section in my shop. There is a brand new Watts of Love transfer that is now available as of today, and that is this transfer here. And this one says, and I'll have to put my glasses on, when you have more than you need, build a longer table, not a higher fence. And that is the new Watts of Love transfer. Now both of these are available in my shop. I also have this key that I found, and we're going to be using this surface. This is a found surface, and this surface can be used double-sided, which is nice. If you're new to Chalk Couture, please let me know that too. I'd love to get you some information if you're interested about what we do, or just simply go to my business page, which you're probably viewing this from right now, and check out some of the videos that I have posted. It shows you in pretty good detail what Chalk Couture is all about. Now, one thing I do want to mention is our transfers are reusable. They are reusable up to 8 to 12 times, and that's per the company. However, I do know that if you do clean them and take care of them properly, they're good for many, many, many more uses. Many, many, many more uses. Peanut gallery. So let me just open this transfer up. They all come in their own plastic covering, and then always directions right on the back of your transfer to tell you what to do. Set this to the side. Now, best practice is right on the back of your transfers what part of the transfer it is. So this is, you know, the back, and this is new doors. And then we have, this is a large key. And then we'll just call this medium key. And this is if you separate your transfer. Small key. And yes, I need a new Sharpie. That one is just about dead. So what I like to do is label the back, because the backer sheet is more of a paper matte finish, and the sheet that is on the or touching the sticky side of the transfer is a glossy finish. I don't know if you can see that there. So you definitely want to return your transfer to the right side of your surface. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to take my transfer trimmers. Hello, William. And then we're going to just, I like to keep my, I can't get that one up. Let me get my detail tool. That's what this detail tool is for too, lifting up your transfer. Sometimes the sides have extra sticky, or my finger's too dry to lift it. So I'm going to use my transfer trimmers, which are non-stick, and they are meant for lefty or righty. And I'm just going to rip that line. That's all. That is designed that way so you can use that as your cut line. But this way, my transfer can stay right on its own backer. I'm just going to rip this one. And then we're going to lift this one up and rip this one. Now you can cut it. Many designers just cut them. Many customers too, just cut them into bits and pieces. The reason I do this is because I keep my transfers in the sleeve in a binder, and I put a little binding on the edge so it goes into a binder. This way it stays all together, like this. I bought these little U-line binder attachments so I can leave everything together, and it just pops right in a binder. Okay, now this is a found surface, so we do want to wax our surface first. So I'm going to grab our surface wax. You know what? I forgot to put that little light on. Maybe it'll help. Excuse me. Excuse my face and the camera. Maybe it helps a little bit. You want to grab just any old rag, towel, whatever, and you're going to put just a little bit of wax on your towel, and you're going to wax your surface. And I always wax within the grain of the wood. This is not really a painted surface. I mean, yes, they did some type of whitewash, but it is wood. And we want to make sure that our transfer is protected, and we don't want it to stick too hard to the surface, and then it gets stretched or ruined, or some of the transfer can get stuck to the surface. So it's good practice to wax anything porous. And I'm just buffing that out. Now it feels super smooth, which is exactly what you want. So the wax helps fill that in and give you a little barrier. So I'm just going to put this towel to the side. Okay, and then we're going to put my little embellishment up here. We may add some greenery, I'm not sure. We're going to play with that. So what I want to do is we're going to be using black velvet and shimmer gold, and I'm going to be putting the different keys all around the background. This is our fuzzing towel, the side that has the Chalk Couture label, which this is, let's face it this way so you can see Chalk Couture. This is your fuzzing side, And again, now we're putting a barrier of fuzz on the back side of the transfer because these transfers are super sticky. So we're adding a little bit of fuzz to the back, again as a safety measure. We don't want, it's like made of a vinyl, but it is a silk screen and you could see the screen right through there. But we want to protect our transfer and we want to fuzz it. If we don't fuzz it, it will also stick too hard to the surface. And it's new, I've not used it, so I was kind of fuzzing it a little extra. And I have really, honestly, no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to start putting these on. And I'm only going to press down in the area that I'm chalking. Make sure I have no bubbles. I'm going to open my gold. Give it a little tiny stir. This stuff is really excellent. Just like the new Creamy Dreamy paste, it's excellent consistency. We're just going to put a little on and we're just going to push that through the silk screen. And it just goes right through, and then you're going to pull off excess on a 90-degree angle. See, all that can go right back in my jar. I'm going to go over it one more time lightly. And then we're going to pull this up. I'm going to use my detail tool again to grab this corner. You want to pull from the center and pull straight up. So now we have one gold key. And I'm going to do the two little ones. I'm going to use this one again. I'm not sure where. Let's do these first. Now our gold or our shimmer pastes, which this is a shimmer gold, they do take a little bit longer to dry. They are a thicker pigment and they have what we all think is like a mica powder as the shimmer, but we're really not sure what the shimmer is. They don't tell us, but they do take a little bit longer to dry. So we're going to do this one kind of close to that, but not touching it. I'm only going to press down again right where I'm chalking. And we're going to do this one as well. Put a little bit of paste and push that paste through the transfer. Grab a little bit more. And then we're going to 90-degree angle and slide it down. And then we're going to put the excess back in the jar. Yeah, that one's good. Let's see, get my nail in there. I know this side was up good, so I knew I could grab it easier. I'm just going to pull that one up carefully. Okay. I'm just setting these off to the side and attaching them to my desk for now. And now I'm going to use the small key. Again, I don't want to touch the other keys, but I'm going to put this one down a little bit so it's not like in line. And I'm only going to, again, press down where I want it. Take my paste and push it through the silk screen. And then I'm going to remove the excess. So you push the stuff through, and then it's chalk paste, then you take the excess off. You want to pull from the center straight up so it doesn't curl your transfer. Okay. I'm thinking, where should I put that one? I wonder if I do this one, the reverse, and go upside down. All right, I think we're gonna do that, but I do need to dry that because it's too close. Oh my goodness, I've left my glue gun on all this time. I had dinner and everything with my glue gun on. Oops. If you guys are just joining me, please say hi. We're working on a Watts of Love transfer called New Doors. Watts of Love is the charity for Chalk Couture. And I'm just adding some shimmer gold keys to this backdrop. And the shimmer gold paste does take a little longer to dry than some of our other pastes. And I want to put something right there. So I want to make sure that I want to wait for it to come back to room temp. I don't want to put it on there too soon and then lift up the gold. Seems okay. I think it's dry. And if it does get distressed a little bit, I'm really okay with that. Because I'm going to put another transfer on top and it actually may distress it anyway. But let's see, is that going to, yeah. Okay. Just going to press down again, just in the areas I'm going to chalk. Make sure I don't have any bubbles. I'm going to take a little bit of paste and we're going to push it through the silkscreen again. Grab a little bit more. Right now I'm just pushing it through, and then we're going to go on a 90-degree angle and slide it across. All that excess that I have here can go right back in the jar because this paste goes a really, really long way. And now we're going to pull this up. Just go slowly straight up, and going straight up helps your transfer to not curl. Okay. All right. I think that's good. I think we'll leave the background like that. I see a little, I did wax my surface, but I see a smidge of green. What did I do with that little, I have a little rubber eraser. Here it is. This little eraser has been through war with me. But we're going to use this eraser just to get that transfer off my surface. A smidge of the green came up, and it's not a big deal. This eraser, the scrapbook eraser, that's like an adhesive eraser, works beautiful for that. Came right off. All right, I'm going to put my gold away, and we're going to let this dry. I might even paint this a little gold. I was thinking it's kind of the light wood, but I think it might be cool if I painted it gold with the chalk paste. That looks really good so far. That's a nice, cute little background. I'm pleased with that. I just want to touch up this one little section. I'm just going to add a smidge more right here. I'm just going to tap that with the brush, not really brushing it in. And that's because I used the transfer without washing it right away. which, you know, you can do, but it is really better to wash your transfer so that you get a nice clean, a clean impression every time. But I did reuse the large one a second time, so it's possible that it would lift some of it. Let's give this another dry. Hi, Kim. Okay. Now we're going to add this over the top. My keys were just a backdrop to what the big saying is, which says, "Old keys won't open new doors." We're just fuzzing this over here. Now, if this does pull up some of the keys, I'm okay with that. The only area that's still kind of wet would be this. But the rest of the keys should be dry. Keys are very popular right now too. Everybody's got keys on something. Okay, this has to come back to room temp. I didn't notice that earlier. It's like a little tiny little defect in the surface. Okay, it's dry now. Okay, good. Now it's dry, and we're going to place this over the top. We're just going to, you know, center it as best I can. That looks good. So now I'm going to be using the black velvet, since this is a white background. I'm just going to give this a big stir. Okay, and then I'm going to, oh goodness, I got it over here too. Make sure I don't have it all over me. I'm going to just press down where I'm going to be chalking. I don't want the rest of all this sticky to stick to the board really hard. So I'm just going to press down where I need it to be. We're going to take some black, get it on there. Now I'm going to use a small squeegee. It's a little bigger squeegee. I'm going to pick that up and we're going to pull that through. Need a little bit more. Okay, let's make sure we got that on there good. I'm going to lightly take that off. I'm going to press this, push this back in the jar, because we're going to save that stuff, that paste, and then we're going to lift it. See how this came right up? It wasn't pressed hard. So we're going to just pull up slowly. A little of my gold is coming up, and that's okay, because I'm okay with it being distressed because of the saying, you know, old keys, so they should be a little distressed. And the letters themselves, the black letters, do have distressing in the stencil. Oop. Perfect. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, because it's inked now, chalked. Where's the, yeah, in the E, I don't know if you could even see that. There is distressing in the E and some of the other letters. Alright, so let me put this off to the side a second. This can dry. I'm done with black. Just cleaning up my black. That came out really good. I think we are going to paint the key gold. So far, this is what we have. We're going to let that dry, and I'm going to just wash this transfer because I don't want all that black sitting on it too long. And then we'll get back to it. Our transfers are washed in just cold water in your sink. Some people use, you know, warm, but that's fine. And the darker pigments, like black, will stain your transfer, but it will not hurt your transfer. It's okay. You can still reuse it, whether it's stained 3 different colors. It's not going to harm your transfer. Get the bulk of that up. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm using antibacterial wipes. We don't use baby wipes due to the conditioners in them. You want to use an antibacterial wipe and just wipe over the back. Because there is ink that will get, oopsie, that will still get trapped in the silkscreen area on the back side. Not to mention the fuzz that you have to clean off the back, and the gold that I had on there. We want to make sure that that gets off. Alright, so for now this is good. I'm going to just leave the rest of this. It'll come off better later with a board eraser. And I'm going to put this, you know, I'm going to hang it off my desk. I like to stick stuff to my desk. Okay, let me just clean this up with my little shop towel. Cleans right up. Alright, we've definitely given that enough time to dry. So I do see one little tiny bleed on my end. I'm going to see if I can just get that up, which I should be able to since I did wax. Yep, perfect. If you didn't wax, you'd never get it up. Okay, that looks really cute. I love it. I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but there is shimmer in there. It looks really great with that shimmer in the back. So now what I'm going to do is I want to take some additional twine because it already comes with twine, and I want to wrap some kind of around it and just add a little you know, dimension to it, I guess. And then I want to tie the key to it. And we can put these up a little higher. All right, let me cut this off. that back over to the side. Okay, so now our key will come in and tie on over here. But like I said, I think I really do want to paint it gold. I like that. It adds the little rustic look to it. Okay. I am going to take my gold, shimmer gold, and I'm going to dab a little paint on here. I'm going to use my distilled water, put a little in my lid because I can even use some of that once that softens up, that shimmer that's in there. I'm just going to add a little, we're going to add a little shimmer to the key. You can paint with our paste, you just have to add a little water. But I'm using this straight on because I want this to be nice and shimmery, but you can do like watercolors with our paste. I'm just kind of blotting it on. If you actually paint the shimmer, it won't be very shimmery. You have to kind of blob it on. All right, let me dry that. That looks really cool. My mat is starting to get too hot. Let's see if I can pick it up. It is a nice thick key. And that's dry. Pretty much anyway. There's still a little bit. I want to flip it over and do the other side. But I do want to make sure this side is good. If you guys are interested in a subscription, Club Couture is Chalk Couture subscription service. It is $19.99 a month US. There's only a 3-month commitment. You can cancel after that anytime. And it's $26.99 Canadian. They send you a transfer and 3 coordinating chalk paste singles. These are chalk paste singles, so it gives you a lot of paste in here. They send you 3 of these each month with a transfer for you to create something new each month. And it's really a great way to try Chalk Couture, and you will get the creamy, dreamy paste. Our paste was reformulated, and it's no longer going to get hardened or anything if it's left out even overnight. But it's great paste. I love the formula. I love playing with these little packets. It's so it's so soft. But anyway, there is a link in my description above if you're interested in checking out what Club Couture has to offer. And if you're interested in joining Club Couture and joining my team, I'd love to have you. Whether it's a designer or a hobbyist, you are welcome to be part of the team, and we'd love to have you join. You can type team in the comments if you're interested in the opportunity, and I can get you into an opportunity group that shares just the information. There's no obligation. And then also, if you're interested in Club and would like more information about Club, type club in the comments and I'll reach out to you as well. If you're not in my VIP group, I'd love to share the VIP group with you, so type VIP in the comments. There is a link above to join as well, but if you would like more information or find out what it's about, it's just a free group where we share, you know, ideas, and I also have sales and whatnot. Okay, this is completely dry. We're going to flip it over and do the back side. Put a little more water in my lid, get my brush wet again. We're just gonna get this gold key gold. This wood key gold. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a blast with Chalk Couture, and what I love honestly most about it is, well, there's a few things, but it's so easy that anyone can do it, and the company is great. They are really truly wonderful to their customers and to their designers. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you do join club in the month of April, you get $10 off an order of $100 or more, and you can use that any amount of time you want. If you want to spend, you know, let's say you want to spend $200 in product, split it up into 2 orders and you can get your $10 off each time. So you definitely want to take advantage of that, because that's a great deal. $10 off $100. And that's only for the month of April. All right, now that's gonna dry. I'm gonna close up my gold paste, and we'll get this gold key dried up, tied on, and then we're done. I thought this key worked perfect. It was on something else. I took it off to put it on this. It was a find at a store everybody shops at. Not a craft store now. My mat is heating up, so I don't want it to heat up. Just give that a second to cool, and then I'll touch it and see if it's good to go. I love our shimmer. I don't know, can you guys see the shimmer? It is so pretty. My thing is still too hot. Yeah, that feels good. Yep, that was from earlier. Okay. Now, I'm figuring I'm just gonna tie it on. Do I want to tie it on this side, or do I want to tie it on that side? Probably this side. That looks kind of cool because it sticks off the edge. I don't want it to be any kind of bow. I like that. You know what we can do? Let me cut these a little shorter. We'll see how it looks. And we can take our detail tool and use that to fray the jute and make that little frayed look. It helps split it apart. That looks cute, I think. Well, we may trim them a little bit more, but this way you can, it's not separating anymore. I can't get in there because I'm not on a hard surface. Let's fray those out. And we'll fray this side too. Everybody must be busy on this Thursday night. It's very quiet. Very quiet out there. Okay, come on. I think that's good. All right, we will cut these a little bit. They are a little kind of crazy. It didn't fray as much as I was hoping, but that looks cute. Isn't that adorable? I love it. With the gold and everything, it's adorable. And you can see the shimmer there. See that shimmer? Oh my goodness, I love this shimmer paste. It's my favorite. But we got the keys right in the background with the saying right over the top. And the key on the bottom. And I know on the camera it looks like the new doors kind of gets lost in there. At least that's what it looks like to me. But it really does show up really well. I'm trying to wait to see what it looks like. Yeah, you can see it. Alright, well that's what I have for you guys. This adorable sign with Watts of Love. Every purchase of a Watts of Love transfer, $2 of that purchase goes directly to Watts of Love. And don't forget to round up your order. And today was our spring launch. The spring launched with several new transfers, 26 new transfers to be exact. We have star cutouts coming soon from this release. The unfortunately shipping delays at the port, and the awesome chalk made kit that you may have seen in the catalog I released in my VIP group. If you're not in my VIP group, you're missing out on some great information and other ideas from other customers and myself. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Bye.